Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. This is episode 7 of the Flour Mill Farm um, in Erlengrat. Wow, I messed up the title of that already. Um, I last left you guys after selling all those bales at the end of episode 6 and making somewhere around 65, 68,000, something like that, which was a pretty good score for the day. But I had mowed 3 laps around this field, and anyway, after doing that, I just finished mowing it and started baling. It started to rain, then it started to snow, and then the ground got covered. So I have been working feverishly today to get all of those bales off, which I did. So we grabbed 89 bales, and I just ended up parking the baler back in here and using that cart to grab them all. Let me just give you a quick tour around of the progress that we've made since then. And then we're going to maybe skip ahead quite a bit, to be honest. Well, let's start with the bales before I confuse myself. So, down here, I lined up the bales between our 2 fields. I got basically 4 loads. This one was full, this one was full, this one was full, this one was almost full. Basically 8 bales shy, and then I ended up, after getting them all off, went back around with the baler, picked up 1 more bale load, and that is where we're at. I believe that was 89 silage bales that I got off. Now, we sold 43 silage bales earlier today and made about $50,000. So if the silage price stays level, which I think that it does, that is going to be close to $100,000 there once that ferments. I also moved this trailer of sorghum over here to get it out of the way because I had to mow underneath where those trailers were. And in doing so, I actually moved this trailer as well. I dumped as much sorghum as I could get into here from that, but there was actually more than 9,000 in that trailer, so I couldn't dump it all. So what we're going to do now is basically take a look and see how much more we can dump in, and then we're just going to return this trailer. Even though there's going to be a little bit of sorghum left, I don't think it's worth it. Ooh, look, I spun a little bit when I did that stop. This snow must be just a little slick. I haven't driven on this snow much, and it has completely covered everything, so I don't think we're going to get any more field work done. Certainly not in December, and if the snow stays in January, we might not get anything done for a couple of months here on the farm, which is okay. We don't have a whole lot to do other than this. So let me just see if I can get that connection point here. Let me just back all the way up and see if I can drive a little bit closer. So we only have 374 sorghum left in this trailer, which is 1% of the load. I'm not going to pay $200 overnight to keep this trailer any longer, but we're going to dump what we can in, which was about 75 sorghum. So this last 299 I think is just going to have to wait, because I don't think there's any other way for us to get this in there. We don't have anywhere to store it, and it's just going to be a waste otherwise. So I think we're just going to let that 1% go from there. So we're going to jump out of here. Actually, let's shut this off for a second, because we're going to look at a couple of things. So we're going to call the dealership, have them come pick up that trailer for us. That's in this menu under leased items. This is the last thing we've been leasing. We're going to go ahead and return it. With it goes our last 299 sorghum, which is fine. We've got a full trailer there, and this thing is absolutely full as well, so the chicken should be doing just fine. Alright, the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today was that I have not been consistently looking at these sales throughout the course of this, and today there happens to be 2 tractors in the sale, and I really want a second tractor on the farm. We finally have the money due to the sales we just made of silage, and we have another 100,000 in silage sitting over there to ferment. So I'm feeling pretty good about buying a second tractor at this point, instead of saving all of that strictly for a new piece of land or for a harvester, because I think we'll get one more cut of grass before August that should ferment. So we'll have the 100,000 that we have plus whatever the next cut is, and then we'll start doing field work on field 15. I do like the look of this tractor, but that is way too much horsepower for us. 517 to 682, and it's just continuously more money. If we add for 281, we can get it up to that 682. But for 517, for basically $200,000, we can get a 517 horsepower with the tracks. But we honestly just don't need that much, and we only have 142,000, not 199. So here is this tractor for 67,838. It's 47% off, which is still a good deal. It is at 171 horsepower. I can get it with the Michelin tires for no upgrade. We don't need wheel weights. We don't need wide tires. We don't need wide tires and weights. We don't need dual tires. So we're good there. Front loader we don't actually need. And that's it. But for about this same amount, 60 to 70,000, we were going to look at 100 horsepower tractor, and here we can get one that's 171, which will do a little bit better hauling things around, but save the hours that we're putting onto our McCormick at this point for a little bit. So I think it's just wise to maybe get the second tractor. It's not going to be here probably in another month or two, so I think we need to go ahead and jump on this right now. It's going to take a dent in our balance, but this is honestly, we made about $68,000 today, and here is $67,000 for a tractor. I think this is probably a good idea to get that second tractor, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that like so. Nope, I wanted the Michelin tires. Michelin, there we go. Just shy of 68,000. I'm going to go ahead and get this and go down and pick it up from the store. So let's, pardon my skip, but we're going to skip down to the store here. Fire this up. Get our lights on because we're driving in some heavy snow here, and drive this back to the farm. Now, getting a used tractor for a 47% discount is great. What I believe this means is, look at that, it's got 12 hours on it. I think those 12 hours are just mean that the maintenance costs will be higher, and it came to us needing some maintenance, probably just about the same that our other tractor needs maintenance, our McCormick, now that we've worked it pretty hard this fall. But we're going to go ahead and not maintenance it yet. We'll maintenance both of our tractors in the spring when we feel like that's the appropriate time to do it. So we're just going to come back and park this in our garage. And I'm just going to cut across our field. We just mowed it. Just baled it. We've been driving over it all day, and now it's covered in snow. I'm not worried about taking a little gravel road that we can barely see anymore. So we're going to drop this in here. Whoops. Alright, here we go. So, stop the engine. Turn off those lights. So this is our Zetter Crystal HD 170. 171 horsepower. Feeling pretty good about that. And it's definitely snowing, so let's go ahead and close some things down here as we pack up for the night. Let's get this tractor moved over there too. And I'm feeling pretty good. We got a couple of trailers sitting outside, but the rest of our equipment for the most part has been brought in to the shed here. And our McCormick has 7.1 hours on it, so about half the hours that other tractor has, but it needs some maintenance and needs some gas. Looking at that. So we're going to shut this off here, hop out here, and just close this down too. Alright, so we're actually going to fast forward to January, but there's not a lot to do in January if we've got this much snow, so we might fast forward to February or March. We'll see. We're going to get up at 10. Nope, 9 is the latest we can get up, so let's give that a shot, see what happens. Overall, pretty successful year 1. I don't know if it starts saying year 2 now, or since it's January, or if it says later. Let's actually just check. Years played 2. Yep, it now says we're in year 2 because it's January. Alright. First pallet of eggs is full, second pallet is here. A little bit of grass I failed to bale. Chickens seem to be doing all right. They have 75. So they went from 9,000. These are about 1,500 a day. So this would get them what? 1.53, 4.56, 7.5, 5 more months. Will get us to basically May. We'll have to start filling it up, and we have 18,000 liters in that trailer over there. Let's just look at our chickens real quick. 83% puberty, 100% health, starting to get some eggs. Feeling good about that. All right. And let's just look at our production. Our wheat flour, we have used up all the wheat, and we are storing 29 pallets of flour. And bread, we have used up all the flour we put in there, and we have made basically we have another half pallet storing. Let's go see what we have down there. January is supposed to be our flour month, so we have 1 pallet of bread here for 1,000 liters, and we have half, so we need to put some more flour into our bakery for sure. And then let's just look at the flour prices. So January here, we can get $12.07 for our flour. Today, $12.21 is the high, and it is decreasing, so $12.07. So we need at least some flour in our bakery, and we need to put some flour probably straight to the supermarket. So I guess that's what we're going to be doing today. Otherwise I can't see anything on the field. Look, that's probably 6 to 8 inches of snow. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get our low loader around in this weather, but let's find out together. So luckily that is right here, and it is facing the wrong direction. So let's get out here and turn this around. And unfortunately we have to keep putting hours on the McCormick because it's the one with the front loader. because we did not get front loader attachers for that other one, but when we're hauling it, we could haul it with the new tractor. We just need to front load it with this one. Alright, so today is a moving flower around kind of day. I know we've got grass growing under there, so we're going to try to skirt the edge the best we can, even though I can't see the trail. And see what we can get done. And because this is the only thing that we have to do in January, you're going to get to watch me load for a little bit, which will be exciting. Oh, this is my neighbor's field. I better not turn that wide. So this is the best price we can get for flour. Wonder how many pallets of this we should actually take to the supermarket versus take to the bakery. So I'm actually going to pull around and come back this way because I want to ensure we can pull out of here without too much trouble. Okay, and then we're going to fasten, unfasten, disconnect, give myself some light to work with. This is going to be extra hard in the snow, I think. So I apologize. This is going to be a little sloppy probably, and I'm not great with talking and loading at the same time, so I'm probably going to be a little quiet over the next 5 to 10 minutes as we get this loaded, so bear with me. Push that back over. Excellent. And look, it is already refilled. Oh, and I'm pushing my trailer, which I don't want to do. Those a little closer together in case I want to stack one on top. And we're going to go a little bit to this side and kind of turn that. And let's see, that is 1 on 2. Can we get 3 across? I don't know, let's find out. 3 across might be above my skill level, but we will see. What do you know? 1, 2, 3. Let's fasten that down and call that good. Alright, and I bumped one of these when I was taking that other one off. So let's grab the third one, which I think I moved, and just see about that. Alright, that went better than I expected. And I was going to get a forklift to help with this process at some point in time, but I honestly don't think a forklift could drive in the snow anyway. which is when our prices are good. So this might be a reason to not pursue getting a forklift for down here, just in that it may or may not be helpful. Too far, too far. Drop that here. Let's get this third one on, and then we'll go push that from the other side. Oh, look, and another one popped out. How many are in here still? There are still 24 pallets in storage, plus the 6 that are outside, plus the 5 that I have loaded. But that is all the flour from those 2 fields we harvested of wheat back in episode 1 and 2. So I guess that's pretty good. But if we want to keep this busy all year, we need to get more than 2 fields worth in there. Let's go see if we can push that from the other side before we strap this set down. Alright, tight turn, don't hit those parked cars if you can help it. And this is where I think I accidentally moved that over a little bit. We're actually just pushing on with our tire. Bad idea. Okay. And we're going to lower this. Come here. And that. Push to the back corner, but I want... How far off is that on this side now? Well, I got this one on. That one's hanging off. Is that going to be good enough? Let's give it one push from the other side. See, this is why I said you guys normally don't have to watch me do this, because I think it's a little bit painful. But I'm going to go ahead and struggle through so you guys can see what's going on here. We're going to just poke it a little bit and hopefully straighten that out. Alright, you are on. You are roughly on. That is good enough for me. Yep, we're going to triple strap that one. Alright. And I think our flour price is rapidly decreasing as we waste time loading all this stuff up. So let's just take a look here. Once we get this one on, we're clearly going to do 9. Okay, what is our... Yep, 1202. We're losing money. Okay. Let's get 2 more on here and we'll run over to the supermarket. Is that too far again? Pushed it a little too far. I think I might just be okay with that though. And look, another one's gonna pop right in there. any minute now. Another one's going to pop right in there. I think it's as soon as I look away. Nope. Alright. Now it did. Alright, and we're going to drop this last one down here. Just barely on like that. We're going to call that good enough. We're going to take these 9 over to the supermarket. Alright, so the answer to your question is yes, I can load on here with a front loader. You just saw me do 9. I think it worked pretty well. It did take me, like I said, near 10 minutes to get it done, but we did it. So we're going to drop 1 load of flour off at the store, and we need to get some flour back in the bakery. I think there's also some snow removal equipment that we can get for this map, but I haven't ever done anything with that. I don't know if it's worth it because our yard is all gravel roads, and we don't really need access to anything other than what we've got access to with eventually the eggs, but we don't really need the eggs yet because our chickens are a little bit too young. And we can get the flour like we just did. We don't have a full load of bread. So this is the supermarket, right? I believe it is. So I think you come in this way, and then we sell back here. Let's try to back it in this time, see if that works better than the kind of angle we did last time. We need to lift our arms up so we don't hit that. We've sold part of that, but it's not getting those ones on the left. Oh, the snow is a little bit harder to control your trailer on. There we go. Another 2,400. Let's unfasten all those tension belts and take a look. That didn't really feel worth it, to be honest. We've sold 9 pallets of flour for $10,766. I'm gonna guess every little bit counts, and we did get it at the best price, but I don't know that oh, hello, pedestrian. I don't know that that was worth it. What I'm going to call worth it. Maybe we should have just let it turn into bread, but live and learn. Now we know. We're actually going to park this up at a store for a second. So I wasn't necessarily going to do this, but we're going to give it a shot. So there is, I'm going to shut this off here. And we have, I downloaded a new mod I was thinking about trying out. We're doing exactly what we're doing right now. So we're going to open the shop menu, go down to our mods, this auto load trailer. So this will load all of those things. Flour is on that list, up to 20,000 liters, and it's for $12,000. So we just made $10,000 on our pallets. I was hoping we were going to make 12, but we didn't. But I think that's okay. I want to give this a shot and just seeing. I use that autoloader for the bales. I like it quite a bit. I just showed you that I can use the front loader to load those pallets, but it just takes forever, and I don't think that's necessarily great content. If you like watching me do that, go ahead and leave a comment. We can certainly talk about having me do more of that, but I think we're going to try this trailer out to just see how it works. I do like that silver a lot better. No, but I don't know that it's worth an extra $1,000. I think we're just going to try it as the Bachmann that it is. So we're going to buy this, and we're going to leave this down here. We're actually going to give our new tractor a shot. We're going to move some flour to the bakery with that Bachmann that we just bought and see how we feel about that. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can see the tracks of where it drove before. So we're going to just follow the tire tracks we already set ourselves in the snow and see if that helps out at all. Let's just see how this Bachmann autoloader does on moving the flour from the mill to the bakery. See if we find it easier or harder, and if it's worth doing this just to be a little more efficient. So we're going to drive this down here and see what we can see. I'm just having a little fun at this point, trying out different systems for moving the stuff around the map. I think we could also do eggs in this trailer if we wanted to. I don't know that we do, but we'll give it a shot and see what we think. Alright, so let me just grab this. Ooh, cut that sign a little bit close. Here is our new trailer. Back up, back up. This thing shifts gears a little bit funny in reverse, but it's doing all right. Our Zetter 170. Alright. So I've never used this trailer before. I just downloaded it the other day, but haven't actually gotten a chance to try it. But this is the perfect map to try it on, given that we're moving flour to the bakery. We're moving bread from the bakery various places around the map. This might be an easy way to do that. So, more convenient way to do that. Really need to hire someone to blow the snow here in our mill. Alright, so I'm gonna turn and open the door, and I don't know if I need to turn the autoloader on. We're gonna open the door, stop engine, toggle cruise control, close door. You must first fill the tool. Okay. Yep, see that? We're just pulling flour from those two right there. Let's pull up, we'll grab. That is pretty slick. It really likes that third pallet there. Why is it only stopping at 3 pallets? Doesn't seem to want to do anymore. Let's close that door, then open that door, Let's see if we can get any more to auto load. Maybe we just needed to back up. So it registers one pallet at a time. There, that seemed to work. $7,000. All right, let's get about 10,000 in flour, load it up, and we'll go drive it over to the bakery and figure out how we unload. Well, look at that, it's grabbing from the right there, more than it's grabbing from these ones that are right behind it. Let's pull forward for a second. It's 45% full. And that leaves 11 pallets in there. I'm just curious how this unloads, so let's just go take this over and dump it. Definitely faster than loading with the forklift, but not as insanely fast as I thought it was going to be because it was a little finicky on the pickup. Now we'll just have to see if it's finicky on the unload as well. Looks like the snow didn't cover our gravel path because of the tall grass there, so I guess that's convenient to let us know that we're not driving over fields. And we're going to just wrap around to the bakery, see what it takes to unload this in there, and that will probably be it for this episode. I was just going to show you the snow and the fermenting silage bales, but this has actually turned into a full-on episode that's not going to require a whole lot of editing, which is nice. Having a little trouble getting around in this snow, but we're making it work. Here is the bakery, and the drop-off, I think, was right over here. We're just going to drive this trailer right in there, and open door, and look at that. Unloads real fast. And that put 9,000 flour into the bakery. Well, that's going to get some more bread going, which is going to be good. Alright, so I think we're just going to close the door. Overall, I'm going to call that a success, and we will probably keep this trailer for this purpose of getting flour over to our bakery and going from there. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to see that the farm is up and running, and there was something for us to do in January here. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good day.